What did you think of Djokovic retiring?
He is by far the absolute GOAT.
Oh,
By far, he deserves all the accolade. He deserves all the criticism because he's the fucking best. And no one can say shit about it. And it's fucking stereotypical of Australians to boo him, to try and bring someone down.
so you are
I am pro him like you wouldn't believe. Good on him. I want him to win for the next fucking 30 years. All right. I want the best person to win. I've never been a huge underdog type guy. I want the little guy to win. Like, fuck you. Go do another 10 years until you're good enough and then you can win. Or you might be good now. But I want the best person to win.
What did you think of his semi-final retirement?
Well, he was injured. The guy was genuinely injured.
So why didn't he let the other guy play?
Sorry?
Why didn't he let the other guy play?
What do you mean?
The guy who he won just before in the quarterfinals?
But he beat him.
Yeah, but what's the point of beating him and then retiring after one set?
Well, probably an extra 250 grand, first of all.
That guy doesn't need money,
Who
dude.
gives a fuck? It's my money. Why do I want to give it to someone else? You can't beat me injured. You don't deserve to be in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, but he got injured beating him.
You can't beat me with one fucking leg. You don't deserve to be in the quarter.
If you paid to go to that, wouldn't you be shitty?
It's part of the game, isn't it?
No, tennis is the gayest sport ever.
Okay, let it be gay, but that's a possibility that someone rolls their ankle.
But this guy didn't roll his ankle.
Okay, regardless, I'm sure he went in there with the intention of trying to get through.
So you think he was okay?
What do you mean?
Actually, I think he's a fantastic athlete.
Yeah,
he's a very good athlete. The guy seems like a dick.
You don't know him to say that.
I don't.
You're just based off what we can see. Yeah, that's what I mean. And that's what everyone says. Oh, he's a dick. You don't know the bloke. I reckon he's probably the loveliest guy on the planet.
Nah.
Nah. Well, it'd be interesting. What do you guys think?
So you're a fan?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan. I think Djokovic is the GOAT. And mate, you're welcome on the podcast. We can have a chat.
Definitely a great tennis player.
Yeah, but I don't mind. Look, with what he's accomplished over the years, there's a level of arrogance that's allowed. All right, there's a level of, hey, like this is, like, they say fuck you money. This is fuck you tennis. I'm paved the way. I've won everything more than once. What about he's won the most Grand Slams, but what about the fact that he didn't, in the quarterfinals, wasn't willing to have a thing at the end, just went on the mic? Did you say? Because, look, as I said, he's probably having a bit of a sook in that regard.
Yeah, I think,
but again,
dude, like, you are this.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. You're letting some guys who make
on Channel 9.
In the crowd get to you.
Oh, you're saying the crowd? Or you're saying with the comments from the Channel 9 commentator, what's his name? You talking about that? How he didn't come? He didn't do the interview because of what a Channel 9 interview person said. That's why he didn't do the interview. Is that why he didn't do it? Because, I can't remember the guy's name. I'll know it when you say it.
They also said,
he made comments. Yeah, he made comments and then he was bagging Djokovic and the fans, saying he was a washed up, he was a has-been, blah, blah. It was tongue-in-cheek, but he didn't take it that way. And it's like, cool. Yeah, well, in that instance, he probably did. But again, think about now, whenever it's been happening for the last year. Do you know when it happened, ever since it's happened? Yeah. Since the time he came to Australia during COVID, the whole vaccine thing. Then people jumped off the bandwagon then. Yeah, people started to do that. But I also think it's because he kept winning and people going,
man, no one ever thought that way about Federer or Nadal. You know what I mean? Like, they never thought, you know what I mean? Or even someone who can be a prick, like Kyrgios. Dude, a great tennis player, but like his attitude towards the way he does everything.
Yeah, and you know what? I reckon now it's because Kyrgios is probably more entertaining. But people hated Kyrgios at the start. They thought he was a brat. They calling him this, but he's no different to what he was back then.
Yeah, but I guess he's
just branded himself very well, become the bad boy of tennis, and I think his branding's been probably helped him get to where he is more so, because when he's got all the social stuff, he then started to do jokes with people. He became mates with Djokovic. They used to be enemies. He's made it less gentleman-like, the sport, and he's probably the only one to do it since McEnroe.
Yeah, tennis is the rich kids' sport.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you need a one-on-one coach.
Yeah, that's right. There's a lot to it, and to be the best. You look at a lot of people that play, even that are in the top 100 tennis players in the world. Not a lot of them make, money that they're going to be able to retire off. they pretty much cover their expenses for the year because they've got to pay for travel and all these 101 other things. I don't think
you don't reckon they may get paid well?
No, they get paid well, but I think by the time, because they'll have to pay for all the coaches, the training, the flights, the accommodation, all that sort of stuff, I think it's not as beneficial as it might be unless you're a top, 20 player. You got to be winning matches. If you're just getting out in the first round,
performance sport, of course you get.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're getting out in the first round every Open,
well then you don't take
every comp. Yeah, that's right. That's what I mean. But you're still in the top 100 players in the world.
Yeah, but you'd think if you're just losing every first match, you're not going to be there for long.
Some of them stick around.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think that girl that won the Open.
How much do you reckon they make?
I don't know. I looked it up when I was there during the tennis. Actually, what some of them went. We spoke about it the other week as well.
Women, so I got the women's pay.
Yeah, they all get paid the same. It's a sliding scale
for winning the.
They get paid more for each match that they win. For each round that they get through, they get paid a little bit more.
Yeah. I was actually quite surprised when I saw what some UFC fighters earn. Like,
not enough.
Yeah,
but similar thing.
You'd think,
again, top 100 in their field, you'd think they'd be all right.
What? I'm talking about number ones.
Oh, you're saying at the top of the top?
Yeah. Like, for example.
Well, that's what's been the conversation for so many years now.
Like Islam Makhachev, right?
Yeah.
Pound for pound, number one in the world, number one lightweight, has only lost once. I think his record's 20-something wins and 1 loss. And he's on like the longest active win streak ever. And took a title fight. His fight, the person he was supposed to fight pulled out last second.
Yep.
So he took a title fight against someone else. I think he made 250 grand.
Mm.
And it's like, this is the person at the top of their game. Like, that's not.
Well, that's been the criticism of the UFC for a very long time, that they're underpaying their sportsmen.
It's also the highest paying MMA. Like, if you're the highest paying MMA.
Yeah, but you look at say boxing, and that's why you see McGregor and who was it, Tyrone Woodley, all these guys going out. Nwangu, Ngannou. They all go
Nwangu.
Hey, tomato.
Yeah, very close.
Very close. They all go out and do a boxing stint because they're going to make a 20 mil hit in one go.
I looked into that, and apparently the whole thing around boxing, Dana White said this. He goes, boxing do this. He goes, they set up an event. He goes, and they go and they raise all this money for the event, like it's the last event they're ever going to do, because then they spend all the money. He goes, they don't have an ongoing consistent, and he's right. You don't know when the next boxing match is going to, like, there's no boxing every Saturday.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean? He's like, they
don't reinvest.
They don't reinvest in the business. He goes, we're putting a pay-per-view on every single month. He goes, we've got, and dude, you can't take it away from him. The guy bought a $2 million business, sold it for $4 billion.
Yeah.
Within a 20-year time span, which is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Phenomenal.
Let's get him on a podcast.
Very, very, very few people have done that. You know what I mean?
If you like that clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. And if you want to watch the full episode, click just over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.